I want to thank God for the beautiful day that He's given us and another time to get up and speak what He would have. Started the first of the week asking God, what would you have? Because I get kind of nervous whenever He wants to wait until the last minute. I get kind of nervous, and I'm still nervous, but so He says, He gave it to me early, and He said marriage. I said, are you trying to be a jokester, God? What are you talking about marriage? It was my word. I said, okay. And then He added courtship, marriage, and marriage supper. So with the help of the Lord today, I want to get this out the way He would have me to get it out, the way He wants it to come out. It's nothing of me, it's all of Him. So, we're going to be in Revelation chapter 19, starting at verse 7. It says, let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to Him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and His wife hath made herself ready. And to her was granted that she would be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of saints. And He saith unto me, write, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And He saith unto me, these are the true sayings of God. So, courtship is a period during which a couple develop a romantic relationship, especially with a view to marriage. So, when a man and a woman gets together, they pursue a relationship. And with all cost, they want to, Lord help me. They want to please the other one. I mean, they'll do anything they can to make the other one like them, or vice versa. You know, they always want them to be pleased in them and what they do. So they'll date or court for a year or whatever, and then if they're compatible together and they love each other and they want to pursue marriage will be the next thing that they'll get ready for. And marriage is the legal or formally recognized union of two people as partners in a personal relationship. So, they decide they're going to get married. So that's when they start preparing for the marriage. The woman would go and go find her the finest gown, a wedding gown. She don't want no flaws in it. She wants it pure white. She wants it beautiful, because that is a special day for people that's getting married. And a man will go and get his suit, his vest, his shirt, his whatever he wears that day, and the fine shoes to put on his feet. He don't want to just walk in there with sneakers that he's been out in the pasture with or whatever. He wants fine shoes, and he wants a fine suit. So, you know, and to make the other one, you know, proud of this day. It's a proud day for a couple that wants to spend the rest of their life with, and they want everything to be perfect. They don't want no flaws in it. And I got to thinking, courtship. When you bow your knees to give your life to Jesus, and you truly, truly surrender your life, you want it to be perfect. You want to be perfect before Him. You want Him to be pleased in you. And you know, with a man and a woman, you're going to do everything you can to make them proud of you. And with Jesus, we should be the same way. We should do everything that we're supposed to for Him to be pleased in us. So whenever we go to be with Him, He'll say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. Enter in." We can't be careless in our walk with them, because you wouldn't want that in your marriage here on earth. So why do people take things lightly because we can't see Him? But if you would look around you, you can see Him. But people wants to see the physical body form of Him. But I'm telling you today, you can see Him if you want to see Him. And we're married to Him when we give our life to Him. I know there's marriages that's not very good. I know that. But if you surrender your life to somebody and you truly love them, then you would want to please them. And do everything you can for them. So you go through the wedding, and you say your I do's and everything. And while you're preparing for the wedding, you have a reception, is what they call it here. You'll go get the finest food that you can get. Just like on Chosen, they was making wine, and they was stomping on the wine. I don't see where that would be good, but I know, but I just can't get over the part of the feet touching the grapes or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I understand, but it's just, I don't like feet, so it's like, makes, yeah, we go. But anyway, they would do this, and they would prepare for this marriage supper. It took them forever to prepare for this marriage supper. But they would do everything to be the pleasing of the man and woman that was getting married. And it was the finest of food. And it would be pleasing to the guest that comes. And you know, one day, if we live our life pleasing unto God, and we go home, we get to have a marriage supper with Him. And the bride of the church for Him is New Jerusalem when it comes down. The old saints and the new saints, it's the bride of the church. And the marriage supper that we get to have when we go, it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be so perfect. It's going to be the best supper we've ever ate in our life. If people could grab a hold and go back to your first love and truly fall in love with Him, we'll someday get to go see this. We can't just be in and out. We can't be, saying we love Him. Saying and doing is totally different. I can tell you all day long I love you, but if I don't show you that I love you, then it means nothing. It's a lie. And a man and woman that truly falls in love with each other, they tell each other this, and they really mean it. But if you truly don't love somebody and you say it, it's a lie. And are we doing that with Jesus? Are we really sincere and honest and truly have it in our heart that we love Him? Or are we just saying it for people around us to hear, yeah, I love Jesus, I serve Jesus, just for a show? We can't be in a show. We got to be either truly in love with Jesus or we're not. I've always said I'd rather somebody look at me straight in the face and tell me the truth. Don't lie to me. And I'm sure Jesus is the same way. Because when somebody says that, and you're truly not in love with Him, He's probably just shaking his head thinking, my goodness, why in the world? I'd rather them just tell me they hate me. And that's the way I am. We've got... Time is so short, and we're about to see this marriage supper. Time is so short. It's shorter than it's ever been. People says, oh, you've said it for years. Well, I'm telling you, it's real close. And I want to be a part of that marriage supper. Yes, we have to sacrifice things. Some people says, oh, do you want to go here Sunday and we'll spend all day? No, I've got church to watch. Well, you can skip one day. You go all the time. You stay in church. No, I love Jesus and I want to please Him. So I'm going to be there. I don't care if I had to be there 3 times on Sunday. It's only 2, but I know if they said 3, I'd be here 3. Because I love Him and I want to please Him. I want to be well-pleasing to Him. I don't want Him to be ashamed of me. When you walk through this earth and people are ashamed of you, or people just, I don't know, you just had to walk it. They wasn't proud of you. It didn't matter what you done for them, or how you done it for them, or whatever. Nothing pleased them. And I sure don't want my Father not to be pleased with me. So I try everything in my power to do what's in this Word. And to make Him, I want Him to be proud of me. I'm not making Him. I just want Him to be proud of me. That way, whenever my end of my time comes, I don't know when that is, I could go, before the rapture or whatever. I want to hear them words. I'm very pleased in you. I am so pleased in you, my child. Come on in, enter into... I want to hear that so bad. So we need to get prepared for this wedding supper if you want to take part of it. And right now, we should be preparing. When you give your life to Jesus, you should be preparing. And try to make it better every single day that you live. We need to get ready for this marriage supper because it's coming. Either you can be a part of it or you don't have to be a part of it. If everybody go to Matthew 22. I didn't know I was going to read this, but okay. I'll do it. starting at verse 2. It says, "The kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they would not come. Again he sent forth other servants, saying, Tell them which are bidding, Behold, I have prepared my dinner. My oxen and my fatlings are killed, and all things are ready, come unto the marriage. And they made light of it, and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise. And the remnant took his servants, and entreated them spitefully, and slew them. But when the king heard, therefore he was wroth, and he sent forth his armies, and destroyed those murderers, and burned up their city. Then saith he to his servants, The wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy." Could you imagine that? I know this is talking about a king, but just think, if we wasn't worthy. "Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage." So those servants went out into the highways, and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guest, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he saith unto him, Friend, how comest thou in hither not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. I say I would be too. Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So if we don't have that wedding garment on, when it's our time to go, that's what's going to happen. We're going to be cast into an outer darkness. And oh, what a sad day that will be. We need to get prepared. We need to be preparing for this marriage supper that's getting ready to take place. I always pray, please go in the depths of my heart. Something I might not even know what's in there that's festering up. And take it out, God, because I don't want it in there. I don't want nothing that's not of you in me. I'm not a special person, but I want to be pleasing to my Father. And I want to take part of this wedding supper that's getting ready to take place. But we've got to prepare. Everybody thinks we've got time. We don't. We've got to prepare for this. And we've got to be made ready. Because whenever he looks at you and he says, Depart from me, you worker of iniquity, I never knew you. It don't matter, you being a good person on this earth is not going to get you to heaven. If you ain't got the blood applied to you, you ain't got that white garment on that you're supposed to have on without a blemish or a blot. You're going to be cast into that outer darkness, and there's no coming out of it when you go. It's eternity. We've got time now to prepare to make heaven our home. Some people think we got all the time in the world. We don't. I'm telling you today, prepare, because it's soon coming. Sooner than it's ever been. And I don't want to see nobody cast in that outer darkness. Yes, we might be ridiculed. Yes, we might go through trials and tribulations down here. But praise God for them. Praise God for them, because he hung on this cross for us. We don't have to do that. We just have to take ridicule and people making fun of us, or people saying bad things about us or whatever. But that's nothing. That's nothing. But being in the outer darkness is something, because you're not coming out. You might think, oh, he'll bring us out. He's not bringing us out. When you're in there, you're in there. That's for good. So please today, prepare your heart. Prepare yourself for this marriage supper that's coming. Don't delay. Don't delay on it. You've got to prepare. And you've got to get it right. Because he don't take no blemish or no blot. And a blemish could be just a little bitty speck. He won't take that. So prepare today. Get in the Word. It will guide you. That's your map to that marriage supper. So get in there. Research it. See what He's done for you and how He loves you. If you have trouble reading or comprehending reading or whatever, they got Bible apps on phones. They've got anything and everything you need. Watch Chosen, it helps you. Because I could see it visually. I'm a visual person. And that helped me a whole lot to understand. Because me reading, I can't comprehend things. It takes me, I can read one verse 20 times and it finally clicks. But watch Chosen. It'll show you about this Bible. And you'll be able to see it. Because everybody wants to see stuff. And you think you can't see Jesus, just look around you. Because we are little Jesuses. He made us. Look outside at the trees. Everything out there. So I'm telling you this morning to prepare. Make ready for the marriage supper that's getting ready to take place. Your eternal home. If everybody find a place to pray.